Hello guys, FurballTheHammy, your friendly neighborhood hamster, is back again for another Hypixel Skyblock video, and in today's video it will be on the future of my channel and the direction that I will be taking. Time and time again, Slayers have been disliked generally by the community, with Slayers V2, which was going to be a planned update after the dungeon's release. It is now probably however delayed or cancelled for whatever reason, as speculated by Hellcastle. If you haven't watched the video, be sure to check out his channel, link in the description. So here's the question that you guys may be wondering. I am known as a Slayer YouTuber who has the most Slayer XP out of arguably all the Hypixel Skyblock YouTubers, who is ranked top 16 in total Slayer XP, top 10 in Tarantulas, and top 25 in Savants. So how would this impact my channel, as you know, with the delay of Slayers V2? And this is what I will be answering today. However, before I begin, if you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe because we are halfway to YouTube rank, and at 20,000 subscribers, I will be doing 1,500 tier 4 events, so be sure to help your friendly neighborhood hamster out. Firstly, let me answer the question, will I quit YouTube? No. That's highly unlikely that I will ever quit YouTube, but as mentioned, it is a possibility, although very unlikely. Secondly, will I still make Slayer content? Yes, even if Slayers doesn't get updated and is delayed for another god knows how many months like Dungeons, I still like Slayers. As I said, I don't do YouTube for primarily the views or money. Instead, primarily, I do videos on things that I personally find interesting, like Slayers. Secondarily, I focus on money and growth. And while those things are factors for the creation and the aim of my channel, it is once again a secondary factor and not a primary factor. So yeah, I will still be making Slayer content even if it may decline in popularity over time due to the lack of updates. However, there probably won't be any Slayer guides or tips for a while due to the lack of new Slayer content. That being said, the iconic weekly Slayer marathons will still be here to stay, so don't be too worried about that. Thirdly, so what will be used to plug up the gaps in my content? Dragons, skills, dungeons, anything? So basically, I've recently taken a liking to dungeons as I tried playing mage on floor 4, and damn, it was really fun blowing things up and seeing huge numbers appear on my screen. And don't worry about that, I will be leveling my catacombs and dungeoneering levels as well as to make dungeon marathons in the meanwhile to see how it goes. So yeah, be sure to expect a bit more dungeon content here and there to plug up for the lack of content from Slayers. And for skills, while I mentioned my hatred for grinding skills, times are changing and I've recently bought a legendary monkey pet and I'm going to be leveling foraging in the meantime, but nothing much more than that. I am not interested in farming because I have to build a farm and you cannot convince me to do it. I will not build a farm by hand, period. And no one will convince me to do so. So maybe expect a video or two on me hitting foraging 50 in the month or two from now, but that's as much as skills will get on my channel. The bi-monthly guild reviews that happen 2 times a month will still continue and the series will still be here to stay. In summary, if you skipped here just to see the changes my channel will take, essentially it is just 4 simple things. 1. Weekly Slayer marathons will still continue as per usual. 2. Dungeon content and dungeon marathons will be coming out soon, hopefully. And number 3. Guild reviews will still remain unaffected because everyone still needs guilds with or without Slayers. And number 4. A skill grinding video or 2 may be made in the near future. Also, I would like to add on a little something that your hamster here has been feeling quite tired. Certainly, trying to pull up my grades and to go for a national exam at the end of my year, as well as maintaining this level of activeness on my YouTube channel, is certainly challenging. There is no denying that. However, as I said, I do intend to be a role model for my viewers. I am a teacher in my own right, and it is my duty to put forth what I've begun with. Even as the tides turn against you, even if challenges forces you to adapt and to change, our dreams and passions will and must stay afloat. I will not allow them to be swallowed under the tides. We are the master of our fates. We are the captains of our souls, and I believe in the pursuit of all of our dreams and ambitions. Do not give them up in the face of adversity, for you may leave the world with a regret. Let me leave you with a quote that will keep you thinking on whether it is worth it to pursue your passions, even if it is challenging. Life is never made unbearable by circumstances, but only by the lack of meaning and purpose. by Viktor Frankl. Follow your hearts, for you live for yourself and not for anyone else. For doing so will shortchange yourself to a life of regret. In the face of adversity, face it head on. Hit it with everything you've got. For this is your life, your fight, and your beliefs. All dreams will come at a cost, and a cost that I'm willing to take, lest I regret on my dying breath. This is a quote that I live and will die by. So yeah, this video took a darker turn at the end, but that's basically what I want to say about in terms of the changes that my channel will see. And you guys will still see Slayers, but Slayers used to be my bread and butter, but without an oncoming Slayers V2 update, Slayers is just going to become bread, and dungeons will now become the butter. And yes, that's about it. So I hope you guys are excited about the changes, and don't worry, there won't be too much going on, and I am certainly keeping my life in order, or at least I hope so. So yeah, without further ado, a Slayer boss a day keeps a /G kit command away, so be sure to do your daily Slayer bosses, and with that, this is FurballTheHammy, your Slayer maniac, signing out.